visiting my home state. It's really nice to be back. It's good to be training with Sean Jarrett again. The hardest part of my move out west was leaving here, leaving my teacher, leaving the people I've trained with. Some of them I've trained with for going on 20 years. But it's good to be back. We're having a great camp here. Yamazaki Sensei is, quite honestly, in rare form. I haven't seen him this energized and energetic in several years. He's teaching, having a good time. We spent Friday on the golf course where he delivered another thorough thrashing to me that he always does. And he's been teaching all weekend, just full of energy. We're finishing up our last day here. And again, I'm quite amazed at the energy level he's been able to maintain through the weekend. So it's been a good visit home. I was a little nervous about coming home, but I'm really glad to be back in West Virginia. I'm going to be sad to be leaving here in just a few hours, actually. So the Colorado Springs office is progressing, I think, extremely well. As everyone should know, we're located in the El Pomar Center, which is really the Penrose House, which is a very historical building in Colorado Springs that a person who was very much kind of a patriarch of the city and did a lot of founding work for charities and things like that through his fortunes he made in the gold and copper mines. He donated his mansion when he died to this foundation, and we were lucky enough through the help of the Colorado Springs Sports Corp to secure some office space in there. Our building is shared along with several other NGBs, and it's really just a great atmosphere. And the real feeling I get from it is we're bringing the sport forward in terms of our development as an NGB and moving forward in the sports world, but we're really making sure that we maintain the spirit of karate and the feeling of all of the work that our art has done, not just the sport. When I moved out there, one of the things I wanted to be sure of was that we didn't lose the art. The art's important. The art's more important than the sport, but that's not to say the sport isn't important. So we're working to maintain the art as well as develop the sport. Luke St. Ange and I are working every day trying to listen to the membership, listen to key people within the organization, seeing what we can do to help further develop the federation, what new programs we can implement. One of the big things is, I know a lot of times when the members call, they just want someone to be there to answer the phone. They want someone to respond to their email, and we try to do that as much as possible. I caution everyone that as the Nationals get closer and closer, sometimes that gets more and more difficult as we're fielding 60, 70 calls a day and hundreds of emails. But we do our best to try to respond to everyone. And we encourage everyone to contact us not only with questions, but any concerns, suggestions. We want to hear what the membership has to say so we can continue to develop and grow the federation. This year's Nationals are going to be a great, great event. We're adding a lot of new things. One of the most exciting is we now have a business and professional foundation within the federation that's going to serve as a fundraising arm. This group is going to raise money not just for the athletes, but also we want to be able to help the officials when they travel internationally. We want to be able to help the coaches. And of course, a big, big focus, though, is the athletes. We have some of the greatest athletes in the world involved in the USA-NKF. And in the past, unfortunately, we haven't always been able to fund them to the level that we wanted. It was never lack of desire. It was never a situation where we had the funds and just put them somewhere else. But we're in a stage now where we're ready to fund the athletes. We're able to. We've funded 2 trips this year. We're going to fully fund the team to the World Championships in Tokyo, where we're anticipating a fantastic performance, unquestionably our best performance ever. You know, a few years ago, we had athletes take 3 and 4 medals at the World Championships. I think we're going to blow that out of the water this year. I think you're going to see the United States really rise to be a power. And what the Federation wants to do is make sure that the athletes have all the opportunities and all the resources that they need to get that done. If they need a camp at the Olympic Training Center, we're going to try to help that out. We're going to facilitate that. They need funding for the trip, we're going to facilitate that. they need to be able to consult with the experts at the Olympic Training Center. We're going to make sure that happens. We want to give them the tools that they're going to need to reach the level that we know they can, and anything we can do to help them, we want to do that. This year's Nationals, the 2008 National Championships and U.S. Team Trials in Houston, Texas, are going to be an event that's for the record books. We're expecting a fantastic turnout, very much upping our numbers. You know, we had just a tremendous increase at the U.S. Open, so much so of an increase that we were caught a little off guard. We had no idea it was going to be as big as it was. We're ready for it at the Nationals this year. We've been in development with the registration program and everything since immediately after the Open to try to facilitate getting everyone in and out faster. I encourage everyone to register online if you haven't. If you register online before the Nationals, your pass is going to be ready and waiting on you. You're going to come in and pick it up. You're not going to have to stand in line. You're going to be able to get that done very quickly. We're going to have a lot of events. As I mentioned, the foundation, they're going to be having a gala at the Nationals. We're going to be having a family fest that's a great night of fun and a safe environment for the entire family to be involved with. There's going to be baseball games. It's just going to be a great event that you don't want to miss. As always, I tend to be the blur that's kind of running through the event, running from here to there, trying to get everything done. But in my new job working with member services, if you have any questions, any concerns, please feel free to stop me. You may have to physically grab me to get me to slow down long enough to do it, but I'm okay with that. But myself, the Federation, the rest of the Federation staff, Luke St. Ange, Bill Bly, David Richmond, we're here to help. And all of the leaders of this Federation from across the East and the West, we just want to make sure that the Nationals is the best event. We certainly are there to pick our U.S. team. That's an important part. But we want to make it enjoyable for everyone. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys in Houston and at any future USA-NKF events coming up.